Hey guys, how's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing good. Not a whole lot going on today. I don't have it in me. I got a lot going on that came up last night, so dealing with that, and I just don't have it in me today. So today you're just gonna have to deal with a shittier version of Rico Stream. So hope that's okay. Um, who we got in here? Yes, Jimmy P. Escaped from the hospital. I'm home now. That's awesome to hear, Jimmy. I hope you're doing all right, man. I hope you're doing all right. Did you have to rappel out the window? Suzanne Johnson, welcome. How's it going? Nano Aquarium Guy, Jennifer Weaver, Gina, Silver Creek Aquarist, Mr. Matt. Oh, chat jumped on me really hard there. What the heck? Alrighty. Oh, man. Fly Mechanic, how's it going, Jake? Yes, no problem. I probably had to do the same this morning. I was pretty busy this morning with work. Jennifer Weaver. Brooklyn Bell, no problem. Steven. Drink 21-year-old scotch. I heard you share. Well, yeah. That sounds nice, though. I'm not going to lie. Can't remember which one it was, which label it was. I'm a huge fan of Johnny Walker. My favorite's the red, green, and the black label. But there's one. It's expensive. It's like $300 a bottle. I haven't had it in a long time, but that, oof, it's got to be my top. I think I had 2 cups out of that bottle and shared that bottle with everybody. Yeah, probably should have saved some, but hey, it's a good old time. I haven't even checked my email yet. Probably should. I'm here for the cookies. No problem, Gina. Hope work's going good. Jason, what's going on, man? Hope you're ready for this weekend. Should be a good one. Yeah, the blue label. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's good stuff. The one I drink most is the green and the black label. That's still not even very often. I burn out drinking back in high school, so I don't drink too much anymore. But when I do, I like the good stuff. Debbie Holding, Too Cooling, Michelle. Hope you guys doing good. Got my new chair today, right before the stream here. I didn't have enough time to put it together, so I'm going to be doing that after the stream. That'll be fun. Check that bad bitch out. It's a 65-pound chair. It's heavy as shit. I can lift this chair up that I'm sitting. Well, this is a little wooden chair, so it's pretty light. And then my other computer chair that broke on screen was probably not made for my big ass, anyways. So, hey, geek boy. Xanadu. Go to a single malt tasting every year. I used to go to a lot of stuff like that when I had more time. Here lately, I've been really big on making sure I make extra time for myself. Sometimes whether it hurts me or not, just because I need it. So I'm trying to get more back into a lot of the hobbies and stuff that I used to be into pretty heavily. I like going to wine tastings and malt tasting, all sorts of stuff like that. Been known to enter a few cook-offs every now and then. Pretty good cook. I want to do a lot more fishing. Fishing just soothes my soul.
Hey
What the hell was that? Whoa. How the hell did Rico just start playing on my phone? I don't even know. Sorry if that was loud, guys, but it scared the hell out of me. My phone just started screaming Rico. Someone say snacks? No. Talking about some alcohol. That's what you consider a snack. Thanks for the sub, Suzanne. I appreciate it. Very much so. Four people away from 250 subs. It's pretty exciting. It's gone up and down. I've noticed it was at 246, jumped down to 245, then jumped back down to 244 last night, and then back up to 246 today. Funny. I enjoy it. Makes me giggle. Bunny Viper, how's it going, Jake? Jana P. Hey. I did notice I have a deformed baby longfin pleco. It's uber short and stubby. Like uber short and stubby. It's out of this most recent batch I pulled. But you can clearly see the other babies. And then when that guy gets next to it, it's like half its length, but quite a bit fatter. I don't know how long he'll survive if he does, but we'll let it ride. Kind of curious. If I got a short-bodied, long-fin albino bristlenose, nose, that'd be kind of funny. I don't imagine he'd be very good for the development of organs and stuff like that, but I'm not just going to kill him. It. Toilet fish. Cook off. He tried smoked quail, kept wet with coffee and honey. Dear God, is a sin not to taste that? I haven't tried that, but that sounds really good. I've tried other smoked quail, but not like that. That sounds awesome. I usually do like chili cook-offs, some pastry cook-offs and stuff like that. I can make a mean baklava and some homemade New York style cheesecakes and stuff. And I like to do barbecue cook-offs and stuff like that too. Stuff it with herbs of choice and 1/4 of an onion. I'll have to go check that out. There's the hunting reservation I used to work at when I was a kid. Somebody else bought the property and kind of reopened it, and they do quail. Like, we have to go out and do some quail hunting. Sounds really good. Bring baklava to the clash. If you can keep me reminded and long enough to do it, I can. It takes quite a long time to make properly. What reptiles do I keep? I have a couple ball pythons. I have a couple boas. I have a reticulated python, an iguana, and a couple of chameleons. That's all I have right now. But that evolves rapidly. But I've kept a couple hundred different species of reptiles through my childhood and my older years. A bee unit cook off? We'll see about that. Quail hunting without a dog is hunting for heart attacks with wings. Yeah. Oh shit. What gets me is when you are hunting with the dog though, and the dog gets up and goes around and starts trailing back, and he spurs one up on the way back to you, and it pushes that bird right towards your face, directly at your head, and you got to sit there and try to take that fucker out, and it just poof, fucking feathers, dude. That's all it is. You don't even get nothing out of that. And they move so fast. John Jensen, how's it going, man? Baklava is amazing. I ate it on you years ago with. Hmm. Sounds really good. To make actual traditional baklava, it's hard. To get those layers at the proper thickness is, at least for me, because I got such big ass hands. It's hard to not rip my sheets as I'm trying to form it. My wife got hit in the face with a mourning dove I shot. I I was hunting with my grandfather when I was a kid. It was my second pheasant hunt I ever did. We were it's him and a couple of his buddies, and we were pushing a field, and we were going around the turn, or we were going to turn to come back down the other half of the field, and on that turn he pushed one up, and it flew up, and it he got it as it was going on its incline, and it came up and went down and just landed right on my head. It was funny. It was pretty great. I caught it. I love pheasant. Atomic Ink Injections. How's it going, man? Nice to see you. Seen you around quite a few other streams. Melissa. Lots of new faces today. I like it. Gotta make sure I don't. Let me see any questions or anything here. I breed dove too, all kinds of birds. That's pretty cool. Um, my grandmother had doves for a long time. I don't know what kind they were, but they were really chill. And then her and her best friend had homing pigeons that they shared back and forth with each other. It was pretty cool. It was just a hobby they had as kids, and they kind of stuck with it over the years. She lived about 3 hours away, and they would send homing pigeons back and forth to each other. It was pretty cool. I'll start a list. Dr. Anthony's bringing a cheesecake. Brenda's baklava. Who else? Monster Fish Gal, how's it going? Congrats again. I see you're my crush to take a break at the moment. So worked out and busy. Needed a break. Glad to listen, man. I appreciate it. Means a lot. I try to keep it as chill and easy as I can. Even when I do certain topics like the reptile hour or something like that, I try to keep it the same feng shui. Love homing pigeons. Anyone have females they'd sell to me? I haven't seen homing pigeons since my grandmother passed. We'll travel for pigeons. That's funny. Man, you gotta get a bunch of pictures of a bunch of fish taken here today. I'm not going back into work today, so I'm just not up for it. I was barely even up for this, if I'm being honest. But I did it anyways. I don't have any pigeons. It'd be kind of cool though. Have a homing pigeon. How cool it'd be to have a homing pigeon bring messages just to random fish fam members. Like, hey, hope you're having a good day, motherfucker. And it's just carried to you halfway across the country by a freaking pigeon. Be awesome. That'd make my day. That's pretty cool. That's awesome, Silver Creek. I wish homing pigeons were still a thing. I think it's cool as hell. Oh no, I had my camera off for a few minutes. Hmm. You only fly home, you have to drive them somewhere and then raise them or release them. Yeah. I didn't know all that much about them. Hmm. Interesting. Huh. It's interesting. I could see that though. World War II pigeon heroes. Hmm. That's pretty cool. There hasn't been nothing new with me. Um, kind of. Um, got that new chair. About it for the last couple weeks. Oh, yeah. I wish. I knew they had to have like designated places they're supposed to go, but I didn't know that you had to take them and then release them. They'd only go back to like one place. My mic is being all jacked up again. Hopefully that'll be a little better. That would be super cool. Yeah. someone in the fish fam bought me a really nice new chair, computer chair. Said it was going to be here tomorrow, but it ended up showing up today. So that's pretty cool. Right. Pigeons are gross as fuck too, seriously. This sounds sad, but keepers around the world use bleach in their water. They are so prone to gut disease and bad gut flora. That's nuts. Hey, Sharpie. Hope you're doing good today. I think it's tonight for you. Yeah, I still have to make a GIF out of it. I haven't yet. Keep forgetting to do it. Give it a few more minutes here and I'll throw up the link if anybody would like to come up for a few minutes. Just keep it chill if you can, please. Little did you know I loosened every single bolt on the chair. And if you got in my house, past my camera system and my alarm system, just to loosen the bolts on my chair, I would just have to give you props. It'd be weird still a little, but I just have to give you props. Sounds like a challenge. Yeah. Freshwater ichthyology. How you doing, Jake? Hope you're doing well. Pigeons are flying rats. It's pretty cool. Silver Creek. When I was younger, I worked on a pheasant farm. It was a hunting reservation, but we raised all our pheasants from chicks. So worked with a lot of pheasants and some quail and duck and all sorts of stuff for a long time. Pretty damn cool animals. We kept a lot of them as pets too. Got one or two skeletons from homing pigeons that made it across the channel, but not to the end location. Except rats are cleaner and less diseased. See, I never knew that. I always thought rats were worse than birds were, but hey, what do I know? Not a lot of brain space in a pigeon skull. My wife wants pheasants, but I have to keep them in another aviary, which costs, yeah, especially for pheasants because they need a little bit of space. My favorites were their golden pheasants. They are so pretty, so pretty. There's quite a few different species of pheasants, but the golden ones are my favorite. Nice, pretty golden male. I wish you could find more pheasant wild like you used to be able to. Usually once a year, my cousin and a lot of my family gets together for like a pheasant hunt. We'll go out and we'll buy about 200 pheasant, and we'll go out and we'll release them and go hunt some of them. But we only ever come back with 60 or 70 of them at a time. I mean, it's kind of what happens. So a lot of them are getting released back into the wild, but they're also a natural prey item for lots of different animals. Yeah, birds have anatomy that allows them to fit a lot in there. If you want a bird that is thick, owls. Owls are one of my favorite birds too. I love owls. Yeah, there it's so they've been so over hunted here, Sharpie. The likelihood of finding or even knowing a place to be able to find wild pheasant is slim to none around here. It's pretty sad. Eric Wyrock, how's it going? Appreciate you hanging out. I must now act out the conversation. I mean, God, I don't even know where to begin. There's no telling where our conversations will go, especially on this stream. I'm not even one to really talk with my hands too much either. There are some funky pheasants. The Donald Trump one is brilliant. Technically peacocks, and I think chickens count as pheasants. There's a Chinese pheasant. That's what we always got them in as. There, I know there's another name for him, but it's a Chinese pheasant. That is also a really another really pretty species of them. We still have old gamekeepers around here that breed pheasant purely for shooting. Yeah, that's I worked on a farm for that did that around here, but we were more mindful of it. It wasn't just for the sport. Everybody took home their kills, stuff like that. And if they didn't, it was given to somebody else. No, there's a golden pheasant, Das, and there's another species of Chinese pheasant that there's another species of them that I know of. They've got a real long couple of feathers that go off the top of their head. Technically, yeah, but there's some species that are found all around the world too. Owls remind me of that Mila Jovovich, or however you spell it, movie, The Fourth Kind, where they were all getting abducted by alien owls in Nome, Alaska. Yeah. I have the patience and care to bond with any animal. I love them all as Adam did. I just can't afford to buy them proper flight space so they'd be happy. Give me 1 second here. I hear my dog out there getting into something. Alright, sorry about that. That is a distraction. Time to loosen the bolts. Shit. I'm throwing this old rickety ass piece of shit out after I put that one together. Although I might want to keep it around just in case. Yeah. Grouse are really hard to shoot. They're a little bit bigger than a quail, but man, they are hard to shoot. Fast little fuckers. No, I haven't. I just got it like 10 minutes before the stream started. Yes, so I haven't had a chance to do anything yet. Not yet. Yeah, the ringneck. Yeah, that would be it. That's pretty cool silver. That's pretty cool. I was going to say something, but I forgot what the hell I was going to say. Well, I guess I'll remember in a minute. They usually do. That if anybody would like to come up for a few minutes. Like I said, keep it pretty chill today. I'm just not up for it. It's bird stream today, I suppose. Where's Rack when you need him? Camera off for a few minutes here. I want a peacock, a taxidermy one though. They're expensive to buy, let alone get stuffed. Yeah. Yes, they are. If I'm correct, their skin is super fragile. Hey Valhoon, how's it going, man? Hope you're doing good today. Yeah, I would. I like listening to Rack. I don't know a whole lot about birds, only certain birds that I've been interested in, and I just like listening to them because I've always been interested in birds. I don't know. My interests have always taken me elsewhere, I guess. If I ever see a chicken, it'll be too soon. 7 years living on a chicken farm with 250,000 of them, and 7 years working in a chicken factory processing 100,000 a day. Jesus. Yeah. We on the pheasant farm that I worked on, we had 24 half-acre pens, and in each pen there was 2,000 birds. And usually in one good day, we'd go through 3 pens, and I'd have to skin and gut every one of them. If people, if they got them. That was part of my job. I was a hunt guide, farm hand, and I also did stuff like that. Yeah, I can smell that comment too. Any kind of dressing any kind of bird or anything stinks. Yeah, it's not a pretty smell. I only got somebody to take the rest of these damn star sapphires. I need to get them out of here. Got too many of them. So that's a plus. And giving them away, I'm so tired of them. They're cool fish, but you got others that I'm growing out to keep. Yeah, ducks inside are pretty foul smelling. That's for sure. Turkeys can be pretty foul too, in large numbers. No miss, but had smell-o-vision, right? They can, if not taken care of, that's for sure. Well, that is Bojo. Mm-hmm. It's definitely true. I got into a fight with an alpaca once. He jumped the fence and came at me. Wouldn't leave me alone. I didn't have nowhere to go. I had to wrestle him. It was funny. I got my ass kicked a good bit, but he left me alone. Right. There's no way to keep it spotless 24/7 unless you got 50 people coming in behind you throughout the day. Val, what is your worst smelling animal? I can, depending. Like my retic, she's 13 and a half feet. She's a big bitch. When she takes a poop, I can smell it. It is not pretty. When the factory burnt down midsummer, guess who got the job 2 weeks later clearing the rotting carcasses? Ugh. Ugh. Just, and then a lot of people don't put in the effort to clean their enclosures as much as they probably should. So there's, I smell it, but I'm used to picking out smells like that just because I don't like it. I have a really strong sense of smell, so I don't know. I didn't need a sense of smell. You could chew the air. I bet. working on a pheasant farm, after you keep, a couple thousand pheasants in an enclosure together, they fight. They fight a little bit, and they kill each other, and you don't get to it right away. And well, you have to go clean out the carcasses, or else it can make all the other birds sick. And sometimes by the time you get to them, they're all like half liquefied and ugh. King cobra's the smelliest reptile you got. That's nuts. And they smear it all over. 3G, how's it going, Greg? Hope you're doing good today. They fight, they'd become my next taste experiment. That's funny. Damn, you do that. Oh, man. Smallest thing I got is me after eating Indian food. That's funny. Muppet, how's it going? Yeah. Yep. Most snakes I've worked with bury their poop, so it's hell to find. My snake either buries hers or does it on stuff that is difficult to clean. That's funny. So fish, any outdoor tub trips? Nope. Nope. My community that I live in won't allow me to put any water collecting barrels or anything outside, and I got in trouble a couple years ago for having tubs of fish outside because they didn't believe me. It wasn't for collecting rainwater. So no, I'm not allowed to. Unfortunately. Otherwise, I would. You can do tubs inside my shop. Um, just not outside anywhere, unfortunately. I'm eating Thai right now. What kind of snake you got, freshwater? I know Sambos will do that. Take a poop while they're buried underneath the sand and stuff like that. Yeah, good. Yeah, it's pretty shitty. Nah, fuck those Intex kiddie pools. Fuck that. I hate those damn things. I'd rather put together a pond with some fucking cinder blocks and pond liner. Or go buy the big industrial stock tanks, which really aren't all that expensive. I can get the ones that are similar to the ones Corey uses from Aquarium Co-op. I can get them all the way up to 500 gallons, I think. I think. I have to look. Snakes freak me out. I love snakes. I love all reptiles, really. My big retic is my baby. That anaconda made a man out of me real quick. I had a friend that kept exotic snakes, like a whole room full of venomous, and a 16-foot anaconda. An anaconda, yeah. I know a few people that's got one. He was in my bed next to me, sizing me up twice. See, my experience, anacondas are pretty docile, but I did have a full-grown, about 20-foot reticulated python. It was a wild reticulated python, and the guy had an entire room as an enclosure, and it was just full of a bunch of plants and trees and all sorts of stuff. Well, he had perches going all the way around the room, and one time I went in there to clean the enclosure, and I was cleaning out the pond, and he was hunting me. Um, he was trying to stay hidden. He was going up, and like he blocked the doorway, so I couldn't get out. And like you could just tell by the way he was acting and his movements, and he was trying to hunt me. It was pretty cool. It's pretty exhilarating. It took a couple hours to get out of that room. I eventually got it to where I was able to get behind him and handle him a little bit, get him. He didn't realize I wasn't food. Had a fang lodged in his finger bone. Yeah, I got some pretty long teeth. Ones I've worked with and aren't usually really bitey. More than anything, Silver, it was probably using you for your body heat. If he was kind of getting up next to you like that, real close, he was probably using you for your body heat. They tend to gravitate towards the warmest part in the room or the warmest thing nearest to them. And a lot of times that's us. I refuse to keep animals that would eat me as a meal. They're reptiles are just like every other animal, man. And half the time, my reptiles act better than my furry pets do. And hell, New England Reptile has them. Brian Barczyk has them. They'll all tell you the same thing. As long as you work with them, just like every other animal, you socialize them. They're really not at all. Um, I'd grab a retic before I'd grab a anaconda before I'd just grab a retic. That's for sure. Hippie John, how's it going, man? That gives me the shivers. That thing's tail at 3 4 feet. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. There's only been a couple reported cases of it, a few. Um, and even then, they were of people who were really small people. And most of the time, it was rock pythons, which get massive. Um, but all the people getting eaten are all, from real far South America and places like that where people are physically smaller. So like somebody like me, it'd probably get my arm down. That's about it, and get my head in its mouth. But it's not getting over my shoulders and all that. Show me a snake, I would, and I'll love to play with it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I didn't see that fly. I didn't read back far enough. I saw the pictures, but that was about it. We have copperheads and water moccasins galore out here. I definitely make the anaconda. Yeah. I was able to hand feed her the entire salad I gave her yesterday. That's awesome. She's getting there. May just take a little time. Mississippi hippie. Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. But you guys also have some really gorgeous snakes over there that are a little bit harder to find over here. I know there's a really large community over there that works a lot with like northern white-lipped pythons and stuff like that, which are kind of hard and way more overpriced here than what they would be over there. I have a western hognose anaconda fish. She's a bit special though, very reactive and only bluff strikes. That's awesome. I love hognose. Funny little things. It's good she only bluff strikes. Remember Jeremy Wade catching them? Yeah. I think I remember that episode too. And she came to me for it. That's awesome. That's really awesome, Fly. It took me a good year or so to get Frankie around to the point where she would come to me just because she got messed up so bad by her previous owners. Um, so yeah. But now she is the sweetest damn thing you ever imagine. I wish I could travel with her. That would be awesome. I've taken her to like Petco a couple times and stuff like that, but going anywhere more than that, people seem to get a little weird about it. Wells that big would be epic. I wonder how long they live with no downtime. How long as a person? Oh yeah. I remember reading an article that some scientists did some tests on old channel cats and wells and stuff like that. And some of the larger specimens, they said through bone test, I think it was bone testing or something like that, they came to the conclusion some of them were like 80 years old or so. And I thought that was crazy. I have a picture of my great grandfather from the 40s on their family property down in Kentucky. Um, and there's a picture of him walking up over the bank in the hill with this catfish slung over his shoulder and a tail so long you can see it dragging in the grass behind him. I mean, that thing had to have been 8 feet, and he was struggling to carry. You could see it in the picture. It was nuts. It was the biggest catfish I've ever seen. I haven't caught nothing nearly that big. Ever. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Back to painting, still listening, y'all. Make me respect the sneaky snakes a lot more. That's good, man. That's good. They are very misunderstood. Saying it was a yellow anaconda, but keep my mind, I know nothing of them. There are yellow anacondas, and they are super pretty. Super pretty. I have to go dig out that picture of that catfish for next stream. My grandfather, my great grandfather. It was cool. Cold water fish and warm water, they've basically turbocharged themselves. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Well, that's a green one, Silver. This damn dog. I'll be right back. All right. Have a good day, Sharpie. Thanks very much for stopping in. I really appreciate it. Means a lot. All right. This was definitely not just a yellow and black. It had green. It was gorgeously patterned, almost like a turtle shell on the top. It was huge. Seriously, no exaggeration. That's awesome. Hey, Chalupa. I'm doing all right, man. I'm holding in there. I think I missed Adkins' question. I think Adkins said something earlier. I think I got to it. Yeah, kind of, Ian. We'll get there. Wish I didn't work today. Yeah. I just said fuck it and took the day or half day off. Just kind of tidied up the shop a bit and checked on everybody. Came back home. Just not up for it. Just not up for it. If you guys haven't yet, go watch I Am a Snail. If you don't know what that is, go to Mystery Snail Gardens page and look for her most recent video, and you will find out what it is. No problem, man. You ever have any questions about reptiles or anything? I mean, I can tell you anything I know. Melissa, she's from the reptile community. She's one of my good friends. Fly Mechanic. Valhoon, if you ever see him around. They're all super smart reptile people. And even if I don't know it, I can get a hold of people that do know the answer. Just gotta let me know. I know there's not a whole lot of reptile people in the fish community, but we're growing. Our numbers are growing slowly. I'm slowly converting as many reptile people into fish keepers as I can as well. Like Fly. I'm the only reason she's got a fish tank. I pestered her for months to get a fish tank. She's always like, oh, I'm pretty interested in fish, and now she's got a fish tank, and yeah. She's all about it. I need a snake. You do need a snake. Otolith is a way of aging fish, but not sure it's reliable in freshwater. Otherwise, scales could be used. Both are like tree rings, though. Okay. That's pretty cool. I can't remember exactly how they did it. I just know they had done testing to try to calculate the age of the specimens that they were testing. Big old catfish. Biggest ones I've ever seen on TV, anyways, or some of the biggest. Be pretty cool to have a job like that. Fairly certain you've convinced me into getting a reptile one day. Good. Good. They're awesome animals, man. And there's a lot of different kinds of reptiles. Definitely one for everybody. Mine happen to be reticulated pythons and iguanas. Then you got like Val. His interests are in a lot of different venomous species. Yeah. People into geckos and all sorts of stuff, man. It's a lot like the fish hobby, but with reptiles. Sorry if I seem kind of out of it today, guys. I'm just trying to keep myself together for y'all. It's like Jimmy P's giveaway stream went really well. I know we had almost 60 people in there at one point. That was awesome. I was just glad I was able to help. Kind of shocked me. I was asked to host it for him. It made me feel good. And he trusted me enough to do that. It was awesome. Yeah, he stopped in at the beginning of stream here. He said he just got home from the hospital today. So he's home. And he said he's doing all right. He was in here at the very beginning of the stream. Yep, I escaped from the hospital. I am home now. Thanks, Brooklyn and Melissa. I appreciate it. Been here listening in. Just want to say hi. Hey, how's it going, Keith? Ball pythons and beardies are my favorite with all the different paint jobs. Oh, yeah. Balls are pretty cool. I've got a few. My reptile hobby has grown past ball pythons. So I'm way more interested in other stuff at this point. Not too sure how much longer I'm going to be on here. Stay on as long as I can, though. Not sure when somebody next goes. I think it's about 5 o'clock. Somebody else goes. At least 5 o'clock my time. Need to change your camera view every time I watch you. Start missing my black belts. Yeah. I can feel it. They're pretty rad fish. I've been trying to get rid of her so I can turn that 75 she's in now and the 55 underneath of it into a saltwater tank and sump. And like, she might be a bitch, but I love that fish to death. I got a couple of juveniles underneath in that 55 that I've been growing out to try to breed to her. Yeah, it's definitely as deep as a rabbit hole. Fuck yeah, it is. Just as much as fish can be. And same thing with reptiles it is with fish. There's 1,500 ways to do everything. So you got to really keep open-minded to really be successful. Yeah. I've bred mine 3 times before my female went ape shit. Oh yeah. She's killed everything else I put in with her, but I'm hoping if I get a nice big male in there with her, right around the time she's ready to go, because she'll start digging out where she's at now. She'll start digging all that out, and she'll lay on that piece of driftwood in there. And it takes her a good bit to dig it because I'll move all that sand back when she's done. And hoping if I put them in there at like right about that time, I can kind of keep an eye on it enough to get them out of there before she kills them afterwards, because she probably will. Knowing her. But although I got 3 juvenile black belts down here, here's one of them right here. He looks like a male. He's getting to that age now. I'm about to vent him to find out for sure. And the other one, I'm really hoping it's a female. If that's the case, I'd rather work with smaller ones because those guys can breed fairly young. And just kind of keep her as a nice show fish because she is absolutely gorgeous. My camera can't even pick up how gorgeous she is on my phone either. The iridescence on her and the different shades of color she's got going through her fins and in her moods is just a fucking rainbow. Get a lobotomy to be successful. Got it. Even have self-control and not want everything under the sun. Yep. Yep. You gotta pace yourself. Super easy to get ahead of yourself. I've had that my reticulated python since she was a neonate, about 2 weeks old, so about 2 weeks out of the egg. And even through all these years, I didn't feel like I was ready for a snake like that until I was like 17 or 18 years old at least. And that was after working with other snakes for years. Years. And it's just, yeah, definitely got to pace yourself. A lot of stuff, spit like iguanas especially, people are just not ready for. Not ready for it all. Might have a team detritus check in later today. Heck yeah. I can't remember what my number is. I think it's like 13. I think it's 13. I don't know. I don't think I wrote it down. Thought I did. Yeah, not at all. It's pretty sad. And I've gone through quite a few iguanas because, some Petco or something might get an iguana and they sell it for $40 and 6 months down the road it gets large and starts getting a little more aggressive and developing a bit more, and they don't care for the animal right, and it ends up in my hands where I have to sit here and nurse it back to health and rescue it and try to find a good home for it if I don't get too attached to it. And it's just sad. It's really sad because they are iguanas. Like my girl Frankie, I've grown closer to that animal than I have most humans. Um, and anybody else who has worked significantly with iguanas can understand where I'm coming from with that. Um, they're smart and they are very perceptive to your feelings, or they can tell. Like if you're feeling uneasy, they're gonna feel uneasy. If stuff like that, they can tell those things, and it's really weird, and it really makes you grow a lot more attached to the animal. And watching iguana hunting in Florida with air rifles, I'm sure keepers will cringe about damn Florida. Yeah. Well, yeah, I agree that something needs to be done about the population, but at the same time, the way a lot of those people are going about it, making a spectacle out of it and a show out of it, it's not cool. That's not what it's about, you know. But I definitely agree something needs to be done about some of the population. I mean, I refuse to order iguanas at my Petco because they're not beginner animals. I would get yelled at corporate and still refuse. Good. Good. Gotta have people stand up for animals like that, or else, I mean, the shit's just gonna keep happening. Yeah, you're right, Terry. Some people do get really butthurt over that. And it sounds bad. Honestly, it does. But I've noticed um, a lot of people have been starting to eat them. Actually eating iguanas and stuff like that. And honestly, if they're going out and hunting them and they're getting cooked and eaten, I'd feel better about that than just going out and shooting them and leaving them fucking lie. You know what I mean? It's kind of shitty. But at least there's something being done with it, I guess. It's filling bellies. Makes it a little bit easier to go down, you know? Oh, yeah, Terry. Yeah, so they get gorgeous. You see here. I'll show you Frankie here. She's my red iguana. And she is super bright orange and red. And she is the sweetest, most puppy dog lizard ever. And this is the wonderful and amazing Miss Frankie. She really likes climbing all over everything. So let's go ahead and put her back before she starts destroying shit while I'm trying to do this. Yeah, she's fun. She's my sweetheart. Got Frankie out. She's she's been cooped up for a couple days. I haven't had her out. But she's doing good. Hey, come around here. Say hi. Say hi. Look at that. Yeah. She's my little buddy. I love Frankie to death. Yeah, I love her gray. She's got that gray head, and then she's got that copper orange, and it goes into a nice bright orange and red. It's nice. She's such a sweetheart. The only thing with her, though, you can't bring dogs around her at all. I don't know why. She was like that ever since I got her, but anytime a larger, even smaller dog sometimes, especially if they're loud, they come around her, she spazzes. Absolutely spazzes. Like she'll kill herself trying to get away from the dog. Even if she's inside an enclosure. It's pretty bad. That's the only thing with her, though. She doesn't bite. She doesn't tail whip me. Nothing. She gets a little hangry when I don't feed her on time, but she still doesn't tail whip and bite or nothing. She is the sweetest thing. Work with her every day, and I have for years now. They do. They do. Yeah. If it wasn't for me working with her every day like I do, she wouldn't be like that. She's chill enough now, though. I can let my 3-year-old daughter sit there on the floor and let Frankie out, and Frankie will go up and perch up on her and sit there and let her pet her and stuff like that. A lot of people expect reptiles to be like a puppy dog and stuff like that, but really no. You got even dogs are like this too. You gotta socialize that dog or animal enough to get them to that point. It's never just gonna be just like that, you know. Had too many iguanas return dead because even though we would spend so much time teaching the person, people are still going to be people. Yeah. Tian Aqua, how's it going, Robert? Hope you're doing good today, man. Hanging out, chit chatting for a while. Master Aquatics, Eduardo. Hey, buddy. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Ian. That's what I'm thinking. Before I got her something, I mean, she's missing a good 6 inches of her tail. So that could be what happened there. I don't know. I wasn't really given any information when I got her, so. Vino, what's going on? Guess I can turn my camera back on here. Almost forgot. I had a male like that, orangey. It was mean when I adopted it and came with the name Crackhead Louie. I've had to deal with a lot of snakes like that were real feisty before I got them, and then given some time, they came around, and now they're some of the sweetest animals I've ever seen. It's a great feeling when it turns out like that. Some animals are just too. I have came across quite a few animals that are just too emotionally scarred to trust a human ever again. And that can happen. It scars some shit can scar animals pretty damn bad. It's heartbreaking to me when I see stuff like that. Tank is really bright, isn't it? Can't see my little fishy swimming around in there. I don't like it. Dim her down a bit. I'm gonna reseal. We got a 20-gallon out in the other room. I think I'm gonna reseal it and get that going. So I have an open tank here at home. I don't have any open tanks right now at all. Yeah, I got way too many fish I need to get rid of. I'm trying my best not to overtake my quarantine tanks and stuff at the shop like I did last time, because that was even more of a mess. I ended up giving probably a couple $1,000s worth of fish away for free just because I had so much shit. Not trying to get to that point again. It's too much work. For just me, anyways. I'll get it in another 20 minutes here, and I'm probably going to be hopping off. Maybe a half an hour. Appreciate everybody hanging out with me. It's pretty decent Thursday afternoon. Oh, S, I found some of the Iguanodectus gessleri, the ones that I wanted, but they're in fucking Thailand. I am not trying to pay that much for a few Iguanodectus right now. The box would have cost me almost $400 for like 12 fish. I'm not cool with that. They have Spiralis in England. Are all the ones that Dan had gone? I appreciate it, Cage. Means a lot. Don't matter if you respond or not. I get like that too. And hell, a lot of times I'm at work and just can't respond to a lot of people's streams. I assume they did sell out, but I have not actually checked. I bet they did. Nice rare stuff like that seems to fly out the door pretty rapidly. I don't remember to go check frequently enough to keep up on it. Chalupinator. I like that. I gotta separate these last few flower horns I have here real soon. They're starting to get pretty feisty. I threw a bunch of polar blue tiger parrot juveniles that are about the same size as them just to try to level out the aggression a little bit. Hoping that helps for now. Only Oscars, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. A lot of time I don't want to say, I don't know what to say. I just listen to what everyone else is saying because the majority of the time my questions will be answered without even saying a word. Yeah. You can understand that. I do that quite a bit. That and like, I'm also the type of person, if I don't feel like I have anything worth a shit to say, I won't say it. It's just kind of how I am. It's all right. I'd rather not just spout nonsense all the time. Shift is almost over. Great stream. Talk to you later. No problem. I appreciate you hanging out, John. Thank you, thank you. Hope work was all right. Yeah, makes total sense. Yeah, you're right. You feel that too. Usually, if I don't, or if I do have a question and I do want to answer it, hell, half the time somebody else is already asking about it before I'm even able to, which is totally fine. Okay, going back to lurk mode. Last Aaron, let's go. Heck yeah. Have fun. Walking to the store. Right on. I think after this, I'm going to get that chair put together. And that's probably it. Lurking while I go, while working, back in this attic. Oh, man. Let them spiders get you. MSG is king of flavor. Water. Had a heat stroke from working in an attic. Huh. Watch the replay of the chair break. Yeah, that was funny. I have a clip of it. I'm going to make it into a GIF. Somebody's doing some sort of work outside somewhere close by. I can hear it. All I can think about is Flava Flav now. Don't even bring that up. Damn it, it's going to get stuck in my head again. All right. Danny, cameraman for New England Reptile, or Donnie, cameraman for New England Reptile. He has his own stream he does, and he was doing like watch party hangout commentary thing on reality TV shows, and The Flavor of Love was one of them that we did. That show is fucking ridiculous, man. Does anybody remember The Flavor of Love? We also did Rock of Love with what's his name? Can't even remember his damn name. Fucking New York? No. I couldn't stand her, man. God. There's one other chick I couldn't stand on air either. Yeah, Bret Michaels. Oh no, Melissa. We watched everything that was out. Donnie made us sit there and watch every episode of every season. Flava Fave was just in my store on Monday. That's pretty cool. I don't know. I couldn't bring myself to watch that shit either. There's another one we watched. Megan Wants to Be a Millionaire. I think that's what it was called. Yeah, Megan Wants to Be a Millionaire. Oh yeah, the one show with this. Yeah, never saw that one. He almost made us watch that. Remember Flavor Love and that chick from Beverly Hills Cop on The Surreal Life? That's funny. Remember Donnie sitting there piecing together. We found like the same people on several different dating shows like that. It was funny. And what was the one? The one guy in the show ended up being involved in a murder of a porn star or a stripper or something like that. It was a whole big thing. We ended up finding out that that was the same guy, or the guy that got his ass beat was the same guy that was on the dating show. It was funny. I think it was like an MMA fighter or something, got into um, they broke up, they got with that guy, and then dude got pissed off, showed up, beat the holy hell out of the dude, and the chick ended up dying and some shit like that. Or maybe it was just a massive assault. Maybe they didn't die. I can't remember. Yeah, War Machine and Christy Mack. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That whole nonsense. The guy that got his ass beat was in quite a few different dating shows. Yep. Ted Bundy was on a dating game show back in the day. I remember that. Yeah. There's quite a few weirdos that were on stuff like that. Can't remember. I was like this little mini documentary about murderers that were famous or some shit like that. My neck is jacked up. I don't know what I did sleeping last night, but my neck hurts. Can't turn too far to the right or it just starts killing me. It's terrible. Anybody got anything interesting going on today? I don't. Just that chair. Random odds and ends around the house. My daughter's gonna get dropped off here about 5 o'clock. Do something with her. Might take her to the park. Oh, shit. I don't know why I'm yawning. Looks like Pet Zotics and Dream Fish Keeping after me. Pet Zotics at 5. I'll kill a good bit of it at least, but definitely hopping off here at the 2-hour mark. Oh, shit. Sunday we're going to be doing a reptile hour. I do know that. I just did this to our random thoughts today because I just wasn't feeling up to anything. Like to stay home and do nothing, but tomorrow is my day off. Well, that's good. I got a few clients to take care of tomorrow. Nothing too crazy. It though. I don't know. I might take a nap after I put that chair together. Oh, I gotta feed the snake too. The ball python here at home. He just hasn't been gaining weight like I've wanted him to, so I've got to bump up his intake a little bit more. He's a lot more active and stuff now, but he's just still got a little bit of ridging in his back that I don't like to see. It's kind of a reptile hour about iguanas, I guess. We also talked about alcohol and cooking and what else was it? Hunting and birds. Talk a little bit about everything today. Um, yeah, I don't know. That chair won't take too long. If I don't do it now, I won't do it till probably tomorrow. So we'll just get it done. Anybody got any new fish? What do you just sleep instead of taking a nap? Damn. Can't stop yawning now. Yeah, I'm hoping that's what it does, Melissa. I'm hoping my daughter will let me. I sleep light enough I can take a little nap on the couch while she's hanging out watching TV and playing. I feel it, yeah. I sleep about 4 or 5 hours, maybe 6. I usually can't sleep more than that. Some days I can. If I'm absolutely exhausted. I gotta wear myself out pretty good to get to that point, though. Yeah, you're getting new fish. Should be there. I don't know if the time's changed at all. Last I looked, about 6 o'clock tomorrow. I'm just gonna take a look at that real quick, huh? Yep, tomorrow's still the same time. You know, I just forgot. I forgot to put fucking stickers in that box. I totally forgot to put stickers in there. I'm sorry. Wow. Welcome back, John. We're shooting the total you need to ship the little guy over next area to air. Well, just shipped a box to a 7-pound, 7.6 ounce pot, 7-pound, 6 ounce box to June. That was it was like $100.99 for the 2-day guarantee. They won't do overnight. But it's kind of overdate. Usually when you do that, the day you bring in, it's not getting shipped out till the next morning anyway. So it's kind of the same thing. It's going to be about $80 to $100, depending. But that was for a 7-pound box. Get the receipt here. Let me look. Yeah, it was $100.95, and that was June, when you're kind of right up there with her. That box, I'm not going to need nearly that big of a box. It's not going to weigh nearly as much as that. So, just to kind of give you a little bit of an idea, because even when I did the calculate shipping, I was $20 off. So I'll need like your, God, what is it? Area code. Is that a flat rate box? No. Even with the flat rate box with overnight shipping, it still costs the same if it weighs the same. Because at that point, once you put that 2-day shipping sticker on there, it's not a flat rate box anymore. It's just a box at that point. Didn't know you sent one. I'll go look. Thank you. You didn't have to. Appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, but most people either don't know how or won't because they don't know how. It's usually how I pick up most of my fish is from the airport in the town my shop is in. They have a local airport. How do you link PayPal to your channel? You don't, as far as I know. You just gotta like put the link in your description of your videos, and you can also put links in your About Me page. That's all I know. Yeah. Yep. They'll either send you to the loading docks or they'll send you to a pickup area. Okay. I know you can add links to your About Me or whatever. That's about all I knew. I think I put my Teespring up there. Yeah, I haven't looked recently, but I can send a 15-pound box for it was like $60, which is fairly decent. That was also like a year and a half ago. Last time I shipped fish. It's rather expensive to do, but I can also, like, say I'm having issues with shipping and stuff. So that same local airport that I'll go and pick up my fish from, I can charter planes. So I can charter somebody to go pick up some fish for me and fly back with them. But that costs quite a bit because I'm paying for all the fuel and there and back and everything else. So it's a bit pricey. But in emergencies, it's helpful. And if I had to hurry up and go meet one of my transshippers or importers or something down in Florida or something like that, I can charter a plane real quick within about 24 hours and fly on down there real quick and back, which is pretty cool. It's expensive, but I haven't done that in a couple years. I was really, really picky with my importers. Um, I physically had made myself go and check their stock and how how they ran things and stuff like that before I was okay with doing business with them. It's not really fancy. It's just quick and convenient more than anything. You're gonna pay for quick and convenient. That's also a lot more you have to handle yourself compared to other people worrying about the box getting to you. You know what I mean? Because at that point, I mean, that pilot's doing is flying down, picking up a box, and flying back. That's all he's doing. He's not worried about nothing else. So the rest is all on you. I need to get more into that side of things again. Things aren't getting pretty rough. You did, Hippie John. You did. These aren't big planes or anything like that. These are all private pilot or private companies and stuff like that. Not really private companies, but they're not big international airports and shit like that usually that I'm working with, unless I'm getting stuff imported from out of country. Do a little bit with both. For my stuff that I can get from Germany and Sweden and stuff like that, I mean, it's coming through international airports. But for like going to meet an importer down in Florida or somewhere else and stuff, it's pretty convenient. Or if you have a shipment that gets stuck or like it gets into the country and something happens and you're not able to get it sent up here to you, it's a little backup that you can kind of take into play to ensure your product gets to you if something happens. Part of my business title is acquisitions, so I've always got to make sure I've got a backup to make sure my stuff gets here on time for my customers. That's kind of how I fell into figuring that out. It's just really expensive Wild South American imports, East European cost be high for us. Oh yeah, I get some of the customers that I get every now and then really want some really exotic things. So I've got to really search around a bit, and a lot of the stuff that they want, I mean, you have to get imported. Recently, plants, rare plants. Last I had those peppermint angels about a year ago now. Was the last animal I had imported. It was weird because buying those peppermint angels from somebody out of the country was a few $1,000s cheaper than buying them from somebody that has them in the country. Put it this way, the people in the country wanted $28,000 for this fish, and I was able to find an importer that was able to get it for me for a little over 19, and I was able to get it shipped over and everything. That was pretty cool. Really gotta, yeah. Price price differences are crazy, like that for certain species. It's weird. Rare plant market is cool of insane. It does seem to be stabilizing a little after people splashed out hundreds on now. Yeah, yep. That's kind of where I'm at. A lot of the customers that I have that are looking for these things, I mean, that's all they've kept was simple aquarium plants. They're starting to get really interested and have the experience now to start working with a lot more sensitive and rare species. So they send me hunting. I think the one, I think I got it here on my computer. Some of the plants that I got in that last shipment. That I couldn't find in the States for the most part. Auriculon quinquangular, Tanina flaviatilis, Cryptocorn albita red, and Schismatoglottis roseopatha. Couldn't find them anywhere. Could not find them. But I found them in Germany. Normally import from Southeast Asia. Some I get from South America, but that's rare. Most of my South American imports were plecos or anything that got me curious. Knife fishes were a soft spot. So tried what I could. Yeah, knife fish are one of my favorite. Quite a few different species of them. My favorite are my centipede knife fish for sure. Cute little things. Oh yeah, no, yeah, aquatic plants. You know, I'm not too good with plants I have to put water in. I do good with cactuses. Yeah, it gets pretty wild. There's a lot of species that is extremely hard to find in the States. A lot. Sketty Nona, how's it going? We're winding down here, getting ready to hop off here in a few minutes. Mark Sterelson, how's it going? Tell you what, though, I got ordered some of the few extra pieces of that quinquangular, and that is giving me troubles. I can't. It's just not looking healthy. It is not looking healthy at all. It's alive. That's about it. I've been really trying to figure out what the problem is. It's been quite a few months now, and I haven't been able to figure it out. Rare house plants aren't easy here either, but people know how to do the paperwork, or companies do it for us. We have a few stores that sell them at higher prices. There's a couple of greenhouses and stuff around here that do stuff like that. I've never been one to go out hunting house plants. You got simple stuff. You got some succulents, cactuses, and ferns. Pretty good assortment of succulents, though. Yeah, they're definitely more expensive. Definitely more expensive. And then as time goes on, a lot of species get more expensive as well. All right, guys. I'm going to call it here. A few minutes past 2 hours. Appreciate everybody being here. So everybody's aware, probably I wouldn't expect to hear or see too much of me over the next few days until probably my stream Sunday. I got a little bit going on. So nobody's worrying too much. You need to get a hold of me, anything, you know where to. Besides that, I'll see you guys Sunday for the Reptile Hour. Not quite sure. I have a few different species that I would like to talk about, but I haven't decided which one yet. Yeah, I will see you guys Sunday. Probably on a few other streams here and there. On me. But yeah. Bye.